You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts now.
What's up, Black and White Sports fans? John Matrix here, and I'm back with another video. Make sure you guys hit that subscribe button. Also, check out the join button. We have channel memberships, and check out the merch. I'm rocking the Defund the Athlete shirt right now. You can get one too by clicking the link that's showing up in this video here. Let's get into this, folks. We're going to be talking about the NBA and the WNBA. Now, the WNBA, man, has been around for a little over 20 years, I believe, and it really does not have much of a fan base. I think that the WNBA probably really should fold. They don't market their product. They don't really have any TV deals. And we know how the NBA is. The NBA has been around for 70-something years. It wasn't always making the money and the revenue that it's been getting now. But we do know that they're probably going to have some issues now that the ratings have declined. We'll have to see what happens when the TV contracts are up. But the NBA really does rely on people actually showing up to the arenas, okay? They make a lot of money from that. But we know this season, you know, the pandemic and everything, fans weren't actually able to attend the games. And then the NBA went full woke, embraced the Marxist Black Lives Matter. We'll have to see what happens next year. But this video really isn't really about that, okay? This video is about a tweet that a WNBA player put out. And this is a Indiana Fever player. I believe that's the name of the team in the WNBA. Sorry, I'm not familiar with the WNBA. But the player's name is Erica Wheeler, okay? Now, we know that LeBron James and the Lakers won the championship. And then I'm assuming that Sue Bird won the championship in the WNBA. I don't know what team she plays for. Like I said, the WNBA does a terrible job at marketing their product. But she put out this tweet here trying to compare the salaries of LeBron James and Sue Bird. And naturally, as you would expect, LeBron James is making a tremendous amount more than Sue Bird. Now, Erica Wheeler actually tweeted out this. I'm going to sit this right here. You have to look. And as you can see here, it shows Sue Bird, 17 years in the WNBA, 4 WNBA championships, 2020 salary, $215,000, bonus for winning 2020 NBA Finals or WNBA Finals. Oh, so she did win. $11,356. Now, LeBron James, who we like to call LeWoke James over here, 4 NBA championships, 2020 salary, $37.44 million, bonus for winning 2020 Finals, $370,000. So this is really not a surprise to anyone, I believe, at all. Now, I think what she's getting at is that there's a wage gap here between the WNBA and the NBA. Well, yeah, there is. But there's a problem with this right here. It has nothing to do with sexism. I think she's trying to get at that too now. Okay? I told you guys that these are athletes, man. They're not really the brightest light bulbs out there. You know, this is just simple economics. Okay? Very, very simple economics here. The WNBA absolutely does not drive the revenue that the NBA does. Okay? Now, the NBA generated $7.4 billion with a B. I believe this is from 2019, if I'm not mistaken, maybe 2018. $7.4 billion. Okay? That is why LeBron James got a $34 million salary. Okay? Guess what the WNBA generated in revenue? A grand total of $25 million. That's it. Now, if Erica Wheeler wants to have a problem with this, I think she needs to take this up with the WNBA. Nobody's watching their product. They don't have a fan base. Women aren't watching. Men aren't watching. And to be honest with you guys, I do believe that women's college basketball is much more popular than the WNBA. And we know that these wages are going on like that. You know, I don't even think you can really compare the two, you know. It's like trying to compare the XFL to the NFL salary. You know, I believe when the XFL was still going on, I believe the top quarterbacks were getting something like $200,000 for the season. Maybe $400,000. Don't hold me to it. But NFL quarterbacks, you know, they're getting 20 plus million a season because the NFL has the revenue. Okay? The revenue. But the WNBA, man, they need to do a better job at marketing their product. I don't see them marketing their product anywhere. Unlike the NBA, you know, the NBA actually goes out there and they actually have the star power and they have the marketing budget. I don't think that the WNBA markets their product at all. I really, really don't. And I believe that the only reason why the WNBA is still surviving right now is because they're subsidized by the NBA. Now, one NBA player, and I can't actually think of his name right now, actually, but he actually gave money to the WNBA so that they can survive inside the bubble. He gave like $30,000. The WNBA, honestly, should probably not even exist. Now, you guys may not know this, but most of the WNBA players, they play overseas for money. So that's why they actually make their money overseas, because if Sue Bird is making $200,000 here, she can go over to Europe and play and make $2 million. So most WNBA players do that. They play overseas because overseas is where the money is. They just play here just because, I don't know, branding, I guess, but it's not much of a brand. Honestly, if I was these players, I wouldn't even play in the WNBA. I don't think it's worth it. That means you have to play year round really to make your money. Now, I'm not poo-pooing it. $200,000. You know, I don't make that money. But when you're a world-class athlete, you only have a certain window out there to make your money. So these athletes, you know, they go overseas and they make their money. So I think Erica Wheeler needs to do her homework on economics. It's supply and demand. There is supply there for the NBA. There's demand there for the NBA. And therefore, they're going to get more revenue. There's no demand for the WNBA whatsoever. None. Zero, zilch. Do you actually see anybody walking around with a WNBA jersey? I can't think of one. But you will see people outside rocking NBA jerseys. You're going to see people rocking LeBron James. And to compare Sue Bird and LeBron James to each other, that's not a good idea. LeBron James is one of the most popular athletes in the world. Yeah, we know he's woke. We know that he's destroyed the NBA. But he definitely has more brand recognition than Sue Bird. And I'm not trying to take anything away from Sue Bird. I know that she's a very, very good WNBA player. And I do believe that she just turned 40. But here's the thing, folks. I didn't even know what team she played for. I didn't know that her team won the WNBA finals. There's no marketing out there for the WNBA. Therefore, that's the reason why they're only making $25 million for the whole entire league. And if I'm not mistaken, I believe that the league only has like 10 teams or so. That's it. And they've been around for, I believe, 21 years. But that's just my thoughts on this. What do you guys think of this? Erica Wheeler trying to compare the wage gap between LeBron James and Sue Bird? You can't do that, folks. You just can't do it. And don't try to bring in sexism. This is nothing more than the NBA has a product that some people still want. And nobody wants the WNBA at all. They just don't. It's sad to say, but that's just the truth. Anyway, guys, let me know what you think about all this in the comments. Make sure you subscribe to Black and White Sports, and we'll catch you next time.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.